Well, coming up on Sunday, a walk to raise awareness about a rare incurable disease.
CMT is a progressive neuromuscular disease that affects 135,000 people in the U.S., including an estimated 600 across Maine. One of those Mainers is Mary Louie, who is taking part in the upcoming event and is here with us now to share more. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So can we start by talking a little bit more about what exactly CMT is for those who have never heard of it, the symptoms, and how you got diagnosed?
It's a progressive neurological condition. It starts at the ends of your fingers and your toes and then progresses up through your body. A lot of our community members have trouble with picking things up, trouble with their feet. They have a lot of clumsiness in their youth. And then through a process of testing and family history in most cases, people get diagnosed by a neurologist here in Maine or in Massachusetts, where the center is.
What was the reaction when you got diagnosed?
I grew up in a family where we knew that it was definitely a potential. I grew up here in Portland knowing I had a 50-50 chance. So when I got diagnosed, I think it was a surprise to my friends who kind of didn't really know what was going on, but my family was very supportive and knowing what was finally kind of the reality that my symptoms had caught up with me.
And tell us. And of course, that's the organization in part with this walk.
Yes, so I started connecting myself with the CMTA when I was pregnant with my first child about 17 years ago. I got involved with the branch here in Portland, and then I did Island marathon, and I walked it to kind of raise awareness, but I felt that there were more people here in Maine that needed a bigger support system. So I became a branch leader here in Maine in 2013 and started the Walk on Peaks Island.
What does your event entail?
So the Walk on Peaks Island is, well, a beautiful boat ride over because the weather hopefully will be good on Sunday. And then we meet at the Inn on Peaks. Everyone is welcome. It's a free event. We gather and then we walk around the island, and people are welcome to come together with community, have some light food and refreshment, pick up some educational information, and then hopefully reach back out to us next year when we do this all again.
How meaningful and important is it to meet with people who are also living with this disease?
This is a really isolating disease because it is so rare. I was lucky to grow up in a family with it, but there are a lot of people with this disease who suffer alone, and really this is their chance to meet someone else just like them, or have their friends and family meet other people that are in the same boat they are too.
I had never heard of this.
Yeah.
How many people did you come across that actually know what this is?
Very few. About 600 people in the state have it. They do a lot of advocacy for themselves, and so that's what we're trying to do, is put it up on a pedestal and tell the community, tell the practitioners, and tell basically anyone who needs to know that we're here if they need us, as a resource and also as an event for them to come and join.
What is life like day-to-day life like with this disease?
It depends on the day. So snow is no fun. The beach can be challenging, but every day, you just get up and I put my leg braces on and drop my kids off at school. It's definitely like any other disease in any other person, good days and bad days, but you just have to be mindful of the stairs and the conditions outside.
Where do the proceeds go from this event, and how important is it for your fundraising?
So all the proceeds go to the CMTA, which is the leading research organization for this disease in the world. There's no cure and there's no treatment currently, so what we do and every dollar we raise goes towards that goal. The team from Jackson Lab are coming down this Sunday. They're one of the biggest research centers for CMT in the country, and they like to come down and join us to be part of the community. But this helps send kids with CMT to camp. This helps give us a chance and hope for the future without this disease.
Why would you encourage people to participate in this walk?
It's a fun group, it's a beautiful island, and if you don't know anything about it, it at least gives you a chance to come out and a good excuse to meet some new people and help out a small community that really would love to welcome new people in.
And speaking of that, there are so many walkathons, so many events out there, but you guys have it on Peaks Island. How is it important to have it out there, and how important is it maybe for the Peaks Island community?
I grew up on Peaks Island. My parents are still out there. I think that the small community really helps with really rallying around us. My mother is selling raffle tickets in front of the grocery store all summer, I think everyone who's purchased a water from hand walk, they cheer us along when we're walking on the backside of the island. So I think that it's fun to have an event in a small town that they can all be part of.
You were sharing with us earlier that you grew up kind of already being familiar with some of the symptoms
Yes.
and things like that.
Yep.
Do you think that there's potentially people out there right now who
There are a lot of people out there who may have this, and asking your PCP or your primary care doctor or your neurologist, if you do have one, to ask if there's potential of it, and go to the CMTA website and find out more to see if it will be helpful.
How do you get diagnosed with this? Is it an X-ray? Is it a blood?
You have to have genetic testing done to really identify what type you have. There are over 90 types and subtypes that you could potentially have. A lot of people get diagnosed through an EMG, which is like an electrical test through your muscles, and then also family history. Some people with CMT also have high arches, foot and hand deformities, and things like that help get them through that diagnosis process.
All right, all about spreading awareness. And what
Yes.
time is the walk on Sunday?
You will need to be on the 12:15 boat from Casco Bay Lines. It's a 1 o'clock start.
All right, and is there a website where people can register or
Yep.
find out more information?
You want to go to www.cmtausa.org.
And the weather's looking good for Sunday.
And
all
it
of a
is
sudden.
looking good
Yes.
for Sunday. Fingers and toes crossed.
Thank you so much for sharing your story and
And
being
thank
here.
you guys for having me.
All right. Well,